I look out the window, the sky is turning gray. The perfect excuse to wash the plans away. I think I'm coming down with something. I type the text, wondering what show I'm gonna binge watch next. The streets look chaotic, the traffic is a mess. I feel a wave will come replace the wave of stress. I'm trading in the cocktail for a chamomile tea, and locking out the world so I can just be me. I'm taking a rain check on the noise and the light. I'm booking a one-way ticket to a quiet night. Let it pour, let it storm, let the wind blow hard. I'm finding my paradise in my own backyard. But my living room really, but you know what I mean. The most beautiful emptiness that I've ever seen. Jomo is the mantra, your Jomo is the mood. Finding the holy grail in the solitude. My timeline is flooded with people at the show, pretending they're having the time of their life. I know the angles are perfect, the smiles are glued on tight, but I'm in my sweatpants and I'm feeling alright. I don't need the validation of a stranger's stare. I don't need the smoke and the mirrors and the flare. I'm wealthy in time, yeah, I'm rich in the calm, holding the peace of the world in my palm. I'm taking a rain check on the noise and the light. I'm booking a one-way ticket to a quiet night. Let it pour, let it storm, let the wind blow hard. I'm finding my paradise in my own backyard. My living room really, but you know what I mean. The most beautiful emptiness that I've ever seen. Jomo is the mantra, yeah, Jomo is the mood. Finding the holy grail in the solitude. Keep spinning if I step off the ride. There's no need to run, there's no need to hide. I'm just pressing pause, I'm just taking a breath, saving myself from a social death. Sorry I can't make it. Have a drink for me, I'll be right here. Happy as can be. Rain check forever. Check.
You left your watch on the table, right next to my keys. A little piece of you that does exactly what it please. We're sitting on the balcony, watching the city lights. The king and queen of just for now and quiet nameless nights. I know your coffee preference and the way you hate the cold, but I don't know the secrets that you never will unfold. You're closer than a brother, but you're further than a flame. A long-term resident who doesn't have a name. I saw you on the weekend, you were walking in the park. I almost called your name, but then I stayed within the dark. Cause we don't have the protocol for meeting in the day. We only have the language for the things we shouldn't say. You say you're not in that headspace, I say I agree. While I'm looking for a forever in the way you look at me. It's a specialized avoidance, it's a delicate dance, giving every moment everything except a chance. It's just a technicality, a line we won't erase. Having all the intimacy but giving all the space. No labels on the picture, no promise in the air. Just a heavy kind of feeling that we pretend isn't there. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life. Dull around the edges, never sharp as a knife. Just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. My mother just look down at my drink. He's just someone I'm seeing, I don't even have to think. But someone I'm seeing doesn't hold me when I cry. And someone I'm seeing is a very pretty lie. We built this glass apartment on a foundation of if. Walking every evening on the edge of the cliff. I'm tired of the disclaimer, I'm tired of the but, keeping every door open just so nothing can be shut. It's just a technicality, a line we won't erase. Having all the intimacy but giving all the space. No labels on the picture, no promise in the air. Just a heavy kind of feeling that we pretend isn't there. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life. Dull around the edges, never sharp as a knife. Just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. Is it really freedom if you're scared to say my name? Or are we just two players who are bored of the game? One click away from leaving, one touch away from home. A million miles together, but we're still alone. Read the disclaimer, subject to change. Don't get too close, stay in range. Technicality, just vibing.
The final car pulls down the street, and on her face the noise complete. We stay to miss the cups and plates, and all the evening open gates. Now softly swing closed again, behind the silence moving. You start collecting napkins, I begin to catch the abyss. Now it'll wobble in a dance. It says we baby my like chance to fail our rooms of light and sound. But now a quiet has been found. After the guests leave, we return to lessons we were slow to learn. That love goes loud in company, but deeper in the you and me. We put in leftovers away and finding what we need to say. In silence, smiles are stacking bows and rending all the scared souls. We offered up to others care, now gathering them back with air that feels like home, like soft release. The channel post-party peace. The dishwasher begins as hum, a steady calming just in train. You have the counters clean, the veins, walls over forgotten, left the plains. The corners of the room letting fades into the dust that night persuades. created parts to appear. And now that two of us money, the world we built before they came. A steady, soft and tender flame that needs no IDMs to glow, but burns more warmly when we know. Show each other, not the crowd. Then said it, and not loud, but proud. In quiet acts of putting back a chair, the grass is what we lack. And finding we lack depth in here, but time and stillness and the deep familiar sound of your soft sigh as the last street light blinks outside after the guests leave. For your house, just the two of us and the gentle settling does. Have a good night in a share. Stop returning light after the guests leave. We remember why we knew the all so hard, not to keep the world away, with a head of things to say, nothing, and hear it perfectly clear. After the guests leave, crying out, and we are here
You're staying over again, it's a habit now. We never talk about the when or the how. Your toothbrush is sitting right next to mine, but we're still playing pretend, crossing the line. I don't introduce you to the people I know. We're keeping it private, we're keeping it low. You're more than a friend, but you're not quite mine. Just a beautiful mess in a world of design. We're in a situationship, honey, it's a blur. Neither a him nor a her, quite sure. We got all the feelings, but none of the names. Playing with fire while we're dodging the flame. It's a don't ask, don't tell kind of vibe. A love that we feel, but we'll never describe. Yeah, we're caught in the middle, stuck in the gray. Loving for now, but not for the day. You call me at midnight, I pick up the phone. We hate being together, but we hate being alone. There's a space in my bed where you always belong, but a space in my heart where it all feels wrong. I can't get jealous when I see you out. That's the price of the freedom, the price of the doubt. We're sharing the secrets, we're sharing the bed, but we're leaving the forever words unsaid. We're in a situationship, honey, it's a blur. Neither a him nor a her, quite sure. We got all the feelings, but none of the names. Playing with fire while we're dodging the flames. It's a don't ask, don't tell kind of vibe. A love that we feel, but we'll never describe. Yeah, we're caught in the middle, stuck in the gray. Loving for now, but not for the day. If I called you my baby, would you run away? Or is there no label? The reason you stay, it's a delicate balance, a thin piece of glass, waiting for the seasons and the feelings to pass. Just vibing make it complicated. It's better this way, isn't it? Almost something, nothing at all.
I smiled at the stranger in the elevator ride, but that was the last bit of energy I had inside. I've been nodding and laughing since 9 a.m., giving pieces of myself to all of them. Now the tank is empty, the meter is on red, and the only destination is my unmade bed. I'm not angry, I'm not sad, I'm just completely done. I'm fading out slowly like the setting sun. My social battery is dead, I'm at 0%. I don't have a single care left to prison. I'm unplugging the rider, I'm cutting the cord. I'm finally doing the thing I can't afford, to just sit in the silence and let the world be without demanding a single reaction from me. I'm running on empty and it feels so good, doing exactly what I knew I should. Wanna tell me drama about who said what, but I've closed the department and the windows are shut. My bandwidth is exceeded, my server is down. I'm the quietest ghost in this noisy town. It's a physical need, yeah, it's a biological fact. I need to disappear to keep my soul intact. Don't take it as an insult, don't take it as a slight. I just need to be selfish for the rest of the night. My social battery is dead, I'm at 0%. I don't have a single care left to present. I'm unplugging the router, I'm cutting the cord. I'm finally doing the thing I can't afford, to just sit in the silence and let the world be without demanding a single reaction from me. I'm running on empty and it feels so good, doing exactly what I knew I should. Recharging, please wait, recharging, don't hate. I'm plugged into the wall of my own peace of mind, leaving the chatter and the clatter behind. Call me tomorrow when things aren't so rough. 0% powering down.
When the chill slips through the pain, I reach not for my own but yours again. The faded grey one with the stretched out sleeve, whose fibers all your quiet hours weave into a fabric softer than my own. A second skin I've casually grown, accustomed to a comfort I assume, like sunlight in a slowly warming room. And when I pull it on, the wool retains the shape of where your shoulder held its pains, and all its simple, unpretentious grace. It falls to cover me, a warm embrace. You never know you're giving me each time. I wear this sweater like a borrowed rhyme from a poem you wrote just by being near, a verse I keep on wearing year by year. These borrowed sweaters tell a tale of how How two separate wardrobes fail to stay divided. How the lines of yours and mine become designs for something shared, something that's ours through early cold and quiet hours. It's not the fashion or the thread, but that I wear what you have shared and carry you throughout my day in this most ordinary way. A walking warmth, the gentle theft of all the closeness you have left, imprinted in the knitted air. I promise I am learning to wear. Sometimes you'll catch me in it, laugh and say, I wonder where that went the other day. But let me keep it, never ask it back, as if you understand the simple lack. It feels not of the warmth, but of the near, of having you when you are not right here. Your borrowed sweaters are a kind of stay against the parting of the night and day. Love weaves itself in humble ways, not just in sunless spoken praise, but in the closet's mingled mess, the gentle, unacknowledged jest of wearing what the other wore and finding you are wanting more of this soft, daily traded dress, this quiet, mutual possess that claims no ownership or right, just shares the warmth throughout the night and day, in chill or in the breeze of fabric woven by degrees of living close enough to blend the private self, and in the end to find the borrowed thing feels more like home than what you had before. Borrowed sweaters, scent of you in every thread, warmth of you upon the bed where it lay before I found, and in its softness gently bounded to my morning, to my skin, to the peace I dwell within. Borrowed, but never really returned. In its fibers, love has learned to live, to stay in the most ordinary way. Borrowed sweaters and the scent of you that gets me through. The cold, the distance, the quiet, the persistence of us.
Sunday evening, laundry's done. The battle fought, the quiet one. I hang your shirts beside my own on wooden rods and wire grown, familiar with the weight and sway of all we wear throughout the day. And in the spaces left between the faded blues and worn out green, a row of empty hangers gleam like silver promises, a seam of possibility of room within this softly lighted gloom. Empty hangers wait for more, for all the life we have in store. The trips not planned, the clothes not bought, the future seasons finally wrought into the fabric of our days. They hang in silent, patient praise of what has been and what will be, in simple closet symmetry. Empty hangers, closet space, a quiet, unassuming grace that says there's always room to grow within the love we've come to know. Sometimes I run my hand along the vacant wire, a quiet song of gratitude for what's to come, for all the days we'll fill this home with new worn threads and faded hues and mornings we have yet to choose. Oh, love isn't just a garment worn, it's also in the space that's shorn of clutter, waiting to receive the next day's reasons to believe that we are not yet done. space, a slow and steady growing grace that holds the shape of what's to be, with quiet open certainty, empty hangers. Empty hangers. Closet space, an open, hopeful, quiet place between the wool and cotton lines, where our future still arrives, piece by piece, in peace, in peace. Empty hangers, in peace. Empty hangers, empty hangers, empty hangers, waiting for the wait. Empty hangers, next and next and next.
Everything was perfect. Yeah, we had a good run. You were like the moon and you were like the sun. But then you said I love you on a Tuesday afternoon, and the air got heavy in the living room. It's like a siren going off inside my head, turning all the green lights into flashing red. You didn't do a thing wrong, you were just too close. But that's the kind of intimacy that I fear the most. I'm picking a fight just to feel some space, looking for a problem in your happy face. I'll say I'm busy working, I'll say I need to think, pouring all our chemistry right down the kitchen sink. I'm allergic to the potential, I'm sick of the sweet. I'd rather be lonely on a one-way street. It's a preemptive strike, a calculated mess to save myself from the stress of happiness. I'm hitting self-destruct, baby, watch it burn. I'm crashing the car before I make the turn. It's a reflex action, it's a safety code, running off the map of the main road. Don't try to fix me, don't try to save the day. I'm already planning my great getaway. I'm breaking the mirror so I don't have to see the person that I am when you're looking at me. Oh, you're asking me why and I don't have a clue. It's not about the things that you did or didn't do. It's the wiring in the wall, the ghost in the machine, the part of me that's terrified of being seen. I feel the walls closing in when you hold my hand, like I'm sinking in the middle of the desert sand. So I push you away with a cold hard shove, anything to save me from the risk of love. I'm hitting self-destruct, baby, watch it burn. I'm crashing the car before I make the turn. It's a reflex action, it's a safety code, running off the map of the main road. Don't try to fix me, don't try to save the day. I'm already planning my great getaway. I'm breaking the mirror so I don't have to see the person that I am when you're looking at me. You're looking at me. I wanna stay, I really do, but the fear is louder than the truth. I'm packing my bags in my mind, leaving the best of us behind. It's over, but before it began, I'm gone, gone. Catch me if you can. Self-destruct. Catch me if you can. Self-destruct. Countdown. finally caught my breath. I was healing from the silence, I was healing from the depth of the hoping we could be something more than just a text. I was running, stopping, wondering about what is coming, man. Yeah. Then it's got into the DMs with a funny little vid. Just a casual reminder of the things we never did. Yeah. You're not asking to see me, you're not asking for a call. You're just making sure I'm standing with my back against the wall. It's just me in this room, keeping the connection alive, giving me the barest minimum to help me survive. Cause got her in the crosshair, you're leaving a trail, setting me up for a ship that is never gonna sail. Just enough you keep me looking down, keep me sweet while you're walking down the other side of the street. You sense the detachment, you feel the energy shift. So you want from me a present, a tiny little gift, a compliment on Tuesday, a question on the weekend, just to stop the edges of our thankful starting the weekend. You treat people like options, you keep them on the shelf. I bet you gon' even realize you're doing it yourself. It's a reflex, it's a habit, it's a way to feel adored without ever having to lay your arm hard on the board. It's just playing this long, keeping the connection alive, giving me the barest minimum to help me survive. It's got her in the crosshair, you're leaving a trail, set me up for a ship that is never going sail. Just enough to keep me looking up, keep me sweet while you're walking on the other side of the street. I'm worth more than the leftovers. I'm worth more than the dust. I need a love that's built on action and a love that's built on trust. You can keep it little fragments, you can keep it little bits. I'm designing from the game, and I'm calling it quits. Please, sweet, you want trail, off the hook, off the hook, I'm off the scale. Please, sweet, you want trail, off the hook, off the hook, I'm off the scale. Clean sweetness. Western front, I finally caught my breath. I was healing from the silence, I was healing from the dead. But I hope that we could be something more than just a test. I was finally stopping wondering, and my powers coming into. As they fired on the Western front, I finally caught my breath. I was healing from the silence, I was healing from the dead. But I hope that we could be something more than just a test. I was finally stopping wondering, and my what is gonna next. It's been quiet on the Western front, I finally caught my breath. I was healing from the silence, I was healing from the dead. It's been quiet on the Western front, it's been quiet on the Western front. Quiet on the Western front, quiet on the Western front, on the Western front. It's been quiet on the Western front. Western front. It's been quiet on the Western front. Quiet. It's been quiet on the Western front. It's been quiet on the Western Front. I finally caught my breath. It's been quiet on the Western Front. It's been quiet on the Western Front. I finally caught my breath. It's been quiet. It's been quiet. It's been quiet. It's been quiet on the Western Front.
I see the invite, I see the demand to be a part of the popular band, to show my face and to shake the hands and pretend to care about the weekend plans. But I'm looking at the terms and conditions of maintaining all these social positions, and honestly the price is getting too high, so I'm letting the membership just pass by. My subscription to the drama has finally expired. I'm retired, baby, yeah, I'm officially retired from the fear of missing out, from the need to be seen. I'm wiping the slate and the schedule clean. I'm going incognito, I'm going under the radar, finding a galaxy that is infinitely greater. In the quiet of the room, in the beat of the chest, I'm finally giving the performance a rest. They think I'm lonely, they think I'm lost, but they don't know the value, they only know the cost of a night spent spinning in a social wheel, trying to figure out what is fake and what is real. I've got a playlist that knows me better than them, a vintage bottle and a flower stem. I'm curating the vibe, I'm controlling the flow, watching the movie but not in the show. My subscription to the drama has finally expired. I'm retired, baby, yeah, I'm officially retired from the fear of missing out, from the need to be seen. I'm wiping the slate and the schedule clean. I'm going incognito, I'm going under the radar, finding a galaxy that is infinitely greater. In the quiet of the room, in the beat of the chest, I'm finally giving the performance a rest. Soulful electric guitar rips with a slow groove. Unsubscribe from the noise, unsubscribe from the stress, unsubscribe from the pressure to always impress. I'm keeping the circle small, I'm keeping it tight. Me, myself and I on a Saturday night. Please do not renew, I'm good, I'm free. Just me expect, finally free. Just me expect, finally free.
It's midnight on a Tuesday, you're knocking on my door like we haven't been through this 100 times before. You bring that vintage vinyl, the one we always play, to fill up all the silences and things we never say. I watch the way the candlelight is dancing on your skin, thinking about the high-low places where we always begin. And leaning in for comfort, I'm leaning in for breath. We're flirting with the feeling that we're scared to death. What's up? I saw you at the dairy, I saw you with your friends. I watched the way the light hit you, where the shadow ran. I didn't wiggle breathing, I didn't make a sound, 'cause supermarket, strangers on the street. We're masters of the rhythm when the sheets embodies me. You tell me about your mother, I tell you about my past, but we never talk about how long we're gonna last. We're caught in the undertow of a situationship. White knuckle in a wheel, but we're losing our grip. No labels on the bottle, no names upon release. Just a temporary truce and a momentary peace. Yeah, well, we're more than a minute, but distant alive. When it all around the edges, never sharp as a knife. We're just vibing in the static, lost in the blue. On skin knows you. My sister asked about you, I let her know the words. See, just a guy I'm seeing, sounds so typical and blurred. But just a guy don't hold me when the world is falling down. I'm just a guy, don't know the way I look without a crown. This expression, life addiction, it's a customized pain. I have to hold of you, but never have it tame. My pain house in your dudes, in the schedule for the dust. Trying to build a temple out of maybe in lush. We're caught in the undertow of a situation ship. Rise up there in the wheel, but we're losing our grip. No labels on the bottle, no names upon the leaves. Just a temporary truce and a momentary peace. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than life. Although the boundary edge is never sharp as a knife. We're just vibing in the static, lost in blue. Almost me and almost you. And if I find someone who wants to hold my hand in public, but to be relieved or would just start to feel the panic, big girl just back it better along the foundation of it. Walking every night along the evidence bit. You say you love the freedom, I say I love the space, but we're both just lying to each other's face. We're lying to each other's face. Don't say, if you say the strand is gonna break, just keep the music playing for both our sakes. It's 4 a.m. now, are you staying, or are you just fidgeting in uncharted waters? No labels, just you and I. For now. It's the sound I wait for all day. The soft metallic clink. Your keys on the counter. I hear the car door shut outside. A pause, then footsteps up the stride of concrete steps you know by feel. The jingle of your pocket seal. The door swings wide, a draft of street. Then that sweet soft metallic beat as you release the heavy ring onto the granite offering. It's not a song, it's not a speech, but oh, the promise that it reaches into every waiting room, dispersing silence, dispelling gloom with just that small unthinking sound that says your feet are on the ground of this our shared and hallowed floor, and you won't need those keys for more until the morning calls again. A simple sound, but let's begin the evening's quiet sacrament. An ordinary daily gate, the keeping of a true estate. Your keys on the counter say you've put the hustle of the day away into a wooden bowl and given back your truest role as you and mine, as here, as near a sound that takes away the fear that sometimes grows when I'm alone. It's the sound of you being home. Some nights I'm upstairs when you come and hear that faint percussion from the kitchen, and my breath releases all the day's concealed tightnesses. Some nights I'm there to see them land and take your weather working hand, but always, always that small clink is the first true breath I think I've taken since you drove away into the chaos of the day. We have a bowl there by the fruit, a simple shallow wooden root of something grown and something carved, where all the days sharp edges starved of their necessity are laid. A small metallic stockade against the outside's pull and plea that says for now you're home with me. It holds the car key and the two for work, the small one silver blue for your old locker, and the one for your dad's shed now never gone into but kept for memory store. They all mean nothing less or more than this. You are here, are back, that nothing vital we now lack. Your keys on the counter prove the simplest theorem of our love, that leaving always ends in this, a metal on stone sounding kiss that starts the evening's gentle rhyme. One more time. Your keys on the counter, the sound of you being home, a simple song in chrome and stone. I wait for it, I listen for it. It is the true reset, the quietest duet between your day and mine. Your keys and the waiting counter, the surrender of the outside's bounty for the inside's deeper county, where we are just are. Your keys on the counter, the sound of the day being over and us beginning again. Again. You're away for just the night. The room feels wrong, the sheets don't feel right. I reach across the mattress bare to find the empty, cold air where you should be. Your warmth, the space, a familiar turn, a sleeping phase. And though I know you'll soon return, and all the waiting lamps will burn to welcome you back through the door. Right now this quiet aches the more for just the sound of your soft breath that usually defies the death of day and makes the darkness kind with your sleeping formalin. Your side of the bed is cold tonight, a temporary quiet light upon the landscape of our room that amplifies the gathering gloom of missing what is commonplace. The simple turn, the resting face, the warmer pillow dented deep where all your nightly thoughts would sleep. Your side, the colder pillow lies beneath the same indifferent skies and waits like me for your return, for all the gentle flames to burn back into life, back into warm, back into our nightly norm. I try to sleep where you would be, to borrow your geography of dreams, but it just feels too wide a continent I can't abide without your shoreline close to mine. without your breath to blend with mine. Love teaches us the smallest things, the weight a single absence brings, the sheets to wear, the waiting clocks, to all the silent, lonely stocks of patience we must spend alone before the missing is undone. Your side, the colder pillow holds a story that the night unfolds in gentle, aching, quiet tones of how a heart when left atones for taking one for granted when it had it close at hand, and then remembers in the empty space the value of a resting face, a shared breath in the dark, a hand that finds the others understands without a word the need for near and holds it gentle, deep and deep. Your side, the colder pillow, a temporary hollow in the night, in the waiting light. Your side, so warm again with your breath, with your then return. Your side and my side, blurring again into ours, into the night's soft powers of holding, of keeping, of sleeping together soon, soon. We're sitting on your sofa, scrolling through our phones, connected in the silence, but we're still in separate zones. You're showing me a meme, I'm laughing at the joke, while hiding all the heavy words that almost made me choke. You say you're not available for anything that's real, but you're acting like a lover in the way you make me feel. It's a specialized arrangement, it's a high definition blur, looking for a him inside of maybe and a her. I saw your latest story, yeah, I know where you've been, but I don't get to ask about the state that you are in. You're a weekend invitation, you're a midweek late night call, a shadow on my ceiling, but no picture on my wall. We're masters of the exit, we're experts at the fire, walking every evening on the same invisible line. You keep your secrets guarded, I keep my heart on ice. We're living in a paradise, but paying twice the price. We're in the waiting room, just passing through the time. Commitment is a mountain that we're never gonna climb. No labels on the table, no future in the plan, just a girl who's almost yours and a maybe kind of man. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life, avoiding all the tension and the sharp edge of the knife, just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue, almost me and almost you. Sometimes I think I'll leave you just to see if you would care, if you reach out for my hand or just reach for the air, but I'm scared to know the answer, so I stay another night, chasing after shadows in the dying candlelight. We got the perfect chemistry, the perfect kind of wrong, a melody that's beautiful but doesn't have a song. We're sharing every secret while we're hiding every truth, wasting parts of our digital age youth. We're in the waiting room, just passing through the time. Commitment is a mountain that we're never gonna climb. No labels on the table, no future in the plan. Just a girl who's almost yours and a maybe kind of man. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life. Avoiding all the tension and the sharp edge of the knife. Just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. No expectations, no disappointment, right? That's what we tell ourselves to sleep through the night. But the room is getting smaller and the walls are closing in. Where do you end? And where do I begin? Don't think too hard, just stay for a bit. We're not together, we're just this low commitment. Still waiting. I got a text, are we still on for tonight? I stared at the screen in the soft bedroom light. I typed out a lie about not feeling great, but the truth is I just want to clear off my plate. I hear the city buzzing, the sirens, the cars, people chasing moments and people chasing stars. But I'm taking off the makeup, I'm locking the door. I don't wanna be somebody else anymore. There's a sweet kind of freedom in cancel plans and holding my time with my own two hands. I'm missing the party, I'm missing the noise, I'm missing the drama and the loud flashy toys. But I'm finding the quiet, I'm finding the space, a smile of relief on my unpainted face. Jomo, baby, I'm doing it right, staying in love with my Friday night. My friends are posting photos of bottles and ice, and yeah, for a moment it looks kinda nice. But then I remember the weight and the heat, the aching that travels from my head to my feet. I got a scented candle and a show in the queue. I gotta take out coming for a table of fewer than two. I'm the VIP of my living room floor. I couldn't ask for anything more. There's a sweet kind of freedom in cancel plans and holding my time with my own two hands. I'm missing the party, I'm missing the noise, I'm missing the drama and the loud flashy toys. But I'm finding the quiet, I'm finding the space, a smile of relief on my unpainted face. Jomo, baby, I'm doing it right, staying in love with my Friday night. I used to be scared that the world would move on, that I'd wake up tomorrow and the magic was gone. But the world is still spinning without me around, and I'm safe and I'm sound on this solid ground. Send the text, maybe next time, put on the kettle, everything's fine. Cancel plans, best plans. sunset drains from window glass. Shadows stretching slowly past, over floorboards, over chairs, over all our day-long cares. You pause between the light and lamp before the evening chill grows damp, a silhouette against the pain, letting go of days-long chain. In that moment, poison still before the night asserts its will. I see you as a turning page between the youth and coming age of this our ordinary love that fits us like a well-worn glove. On evening's edge we meet, we stand. You take my unrequested hand, not for show, not for need, but for the quiet mutual creed that this the soft in between light is where we set our burdens right, between the done and yet to be, in silent deep simplicity. On evening's edge the world grows kind and leaves its frantic pace behind, just for us, just for now, before the moon commands the bow. We stand where light and shadow blend, and understand. The lamp waits for your touch to glow, but for this moment you are slow to end the dust, to break the spell of this thin slice of time that feels like something holy, something true, made just for me and just for you. They speak of dawn and its new start, but dusk has its own tender art of softening the edges of the day's demands, the push and shove. And in this gentle fading hue I find my clearest view of you, not in the bright or in the dark, but in this center, in this mark between what was and what will be, where you are wholly here with me. Evening's edge between light and lamp, a quiet, tender, gentle camp, where we pause, where we breathe, before the night softly. Evening's edge, our daily quiet pledge to me, pledge to me. Radio silence for 100 days. We went our separate distant ways, unfollowed on the main, muted on the feed. But curiosity is a funny kind of need. I post a coffee cup, a rainy street view. 3 minutes later I see a view from you. You don't double tap, you don't leave a sign, but you're always watching, crossing the line. You never text, but you're always watching. A silent ghost in the digital screen. First on the list, what does it mean? Do you miss the show or just the scene? Yeah, you're just a viewer now sitting in the dark, tracing a fire after we lost the spark. Top of the list but bottom of my heart, watching my life while we fall apart. Do you zoom in to see if I'm alone, or look for a face that you never known? Maybe you're waiting for me to crack, to post a sad song, I want you back. It's a cold war fought with little blue eyes, no surrender, just silent goodbyes. I see your handle, I know your game, checking on the damage, checking on the flame. You never text, but you're always watching. A silent ghost in the digital screen. First on the list, what does it mean? Do you miss the show or just the scene? Yeah, you're just a viewer now sitting in the dark, tracing the fire after we lost the spark. Top of the list but bottom of my heart, watching my life while we fall apart. I could block you, make you disappear, but maybe I like knowing that you're near. It's a toxic comfort, twisted validation, but I'm still your therapist station. Swipe the heart down, see you tomorrow, same time around. You're still watching, I know you're watching, just a viewer. Top of the list, top of the list, top of the list, but the bottom of my heart. You're trying to read the map, trying to find the way into the center of the mess where I hide away. You bring your honesty, you bring your open hands, trying to build a castle on my shifting sands. But every time you step a little bit too near, my internal alarm is the only thing I hear. I see you reaching out, waiting for the click, but I'm building up the brick, yeah, I'm building up the brick. Access denied, baby, the system is down. I'm the loneliest king in this empty town. You want the password, you want the key, but there's no way to get to the heart of me. I'm locking the window, I'm shutting the gate, saving you now before it gets too late. It's a security breach, it's a red alert, pushing you away so I don't get hurt. You say I'm mysterious, you say I'm deep, but I'm just a promise that I cannot keep. I'm comfortable in silence, I'm safe in the grave. I don't know how to act in the light of the day. When you look at me with those hopeful eyes, I feel the water level start to rise. So I pull the plug and I drain the pool, acting like I'm heartless, acting like a fool. Access denied, baby, the system is down. I'm the loneliest king in this empty town. You want the password, you want the key, but there's no way to get to the heart of me. I'm locking the windows, I'm shutting the gates, saving you now before it gets too late. It's a security breach, it's a red alert, pushing you away so I don't get hurt. I see you standing there outside the wall, waiting for the hammer to finally fall. I wanna let you in, I wanna be known, but I've spent too many years on this iron throne. Try again later, or don't try at all. The wall is too high and I'm too small. Ooh, access denied, locked out, access denied. We're writing us in fragments, not in final lines. Sentence started lingering between the signs. A curse of blinking where a kiss should go. This love still drafting, moving sweet and slow. Control Z won't fix this gentle late. Every backspace leaves a new mistake, but the file keeps saving in the midnight air. A document of maybes, we're learning how to share. Living in draft mode, editing as we go. This autosave heart is nowhere else to flow. We're bold and italic in each whispered word. The most beautiful document ever heard. Oh, draft mode where perfection has no place. Just two souls learning how to embrace this autosave heart in the cloud of you and me. The only final version I ever want to see. No spell check for the way you say my name. No template fits the rhythm of this flame. We're formatting emotions as they come, a living manuscript beneath love's thumb. Maybe we'll never click publish or send. Maybe this draft is where we'll always blend. Autosave heart, keeping every track. Draft mode where real love learns to fly. Saving, always saving. Draft mode, autosave heart. Never hitting delete, just learning how to be. The notification light is blinking red, but I'm pulling the covers up over my head. The group chat is asking for an ETA, but I'm miles and miles and miles away. Not physically, no. I'm right here on the couch, but mentally I'm gone. I'm out of the pouch. I traded the Uber for a cup of tea in the crowded club for a quiet meal. This is that offline luxury, that expensive piece. Watching the stress just release and cease. I'm turning the world down, fading the bass, finding the glory in my own space. No pictures to post, no captions to write, just owning the silence of the middle of the night. They're chasing the cloud, they're chasing the view, but I'm rich in the quiet, and that will do. I know what's happening out in the street. The same old music and the same old beat, shouting over speakers just to say hello. Spending money just to put on a show. I'm wearing a hoodie that's 3 sizes too big, and I don't give a damn about the latest gig. My battery is full cause I'm not on the phone. The sweet satisfaction of being alone. This is that offline luxury, that expensive piece. Watching the stress just release and cease. I'm turning the world down, fading the bass, finding the glory in my own space. No pictures to post, no captions to write, just owning the silence of the middle of the night. They're chasing the cloud, they're chasing the view, but I'm rich in the quiet and corporate breath. I used to think that I was missing the spark if I wasn't out dancing in the dark, but the spark is inside, yeah, the fire is here, burning steady and burning clear. offline luxury. The record spins its quiet hiss, a crack of warm familiar bliss. You chose the song, I chose the room, as evening lets the daylight bloom into a soft and velvet shade, where all our daily debts are paid in minutes, not in gold or sound, just standing on this common ground. Your hand finds mine, a silent ask to join you in this simple task of being still and being here, with nothing else to interfere but this old song and the slow beat that makes the whole world feel complete. Sharing a slow song in the dim is how we let our edges trim away the sharpness of the day and let the music have its say. With just one speaker and two hearts that know the rhythm it imparts is not the point. It's you and I beneath the same forgiving sky. Of ceiling room and quiet air, a melody we've learned to share, not for the notes but for the space it carves for us, this gentle place where nothing needs to be explained, just felt and softly so sustained. We could have chosen conversation or some new digital sensation, but this spinning simple groove is what our tired spirits move toward, like flowers toward the light on any ordinary night. One speaker plays what two can hear as something private, something dear. Two heartbeats sing to one old track and slowly find their way back to what we were before the noise. Two separate souls who made the choice to listen to the same slow song, and in the listening belong. Sharing a slow song, one speaker, two heartbeats, finding the quiet where our silence meets, in the crackle, in the bass, in this ordinary hallowed space. Sharing a slow song and all it brings, our quiet, steady spreading.
Radio silence for 11 days. I was finally clearing out the mental haze. I was ready to delete the thread and walk away, but then my phone lit up with the casual hey. You didn't ask how I am, didn't ask to meet, just a random meme and a fire emoji sweet. It's a calculated move, yeah, strategic ping, just to see if I'm still holding on to the string. You're dropping breadcrumbs on the floor, just enough to keep me wanting more. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice, but never enough to pay the full price. You're feeding the hunger, but starving the heart, keeping us together while we're falling apart. I'm chasing the trail, but it leads to a wall, living for the scraps that you let fall. I know the game, I know the rules you play. You vanish in the night and reappear in the day. The moment I start watching, the moment I get cold, you send a little than for the scraps that you let fall. Why do I settle for the crumbs on the ground when I could have a banquet if I looked around? It's the addiction to the maybe, the hope of the soon, dancing in the light of a paper moon. Stop feeding me, I'm full of lies. Keep your crumbs and your heavy sighs. The bare minimum, string along. String on faithful.
The metronome has lost its charge. Is a rigid swing now still enlarged upon the dusty piano top, and all the measured beats have dropped away like leaves in slow descent to where the truer music went. Your hand is tapping on your knee, a pattern only known to me. Not in time, not in a frame, but like the calling of a name from somewhere deep and unsurprised, a tempo newly recognized. We found an unforced rhythm slow, a way of being that just flows without the count of 1 and 2, a syncopation fresh and true. Our breaths don't match and yet they weave a richer sound than we believe could come from just allowing space for every separate wayward grace to find its place within the whole of this unmeasured living soul we call an afternoon, a life unforced, unbroken by the strife of keeping time. You hum a fragment of a song, I had a line but it's all wrong. The melody takes different turns, a new creation slowly burns to life between our easy lips, a ship without a scripted trip. We let the notes fall where they may and build a non-existent score for what has never been before and will not be again this way. And if a critic came to chart this messy music of the heart, they'd find no structure to condemn, just proof that we are here and them. Found an unforced rhythm slow, a way of being that just flows without the count of 1 and 2, a syncopation fresh and true. Our breaths don't match and yet they weave a richer sound than we believe could come from just allowing space for every separate wayward grace to find its place within the whole of this unmeasured living soul we call an afternoon, a life unforced, unbroken by the strife of keeping time. Let the conductors keep their beat, let the performers feel the heat of expectations, blinding light. We're in the softness of the night that comes in daylight, comes in trust, and letting all the structures rust, and finding in the broken total a more compassionate control that doesn't control at all but frees. Two different hearts, strange symmetries to simply being in the being. Find a rhythm past all seeing. Unforced rhythm, like water finding its own course without remorse or hurry, just the deep and winding story of a love that doesn't need a score to read or beat to bleed, just the unforced rhythm of a need that's turned to seed and grows in its own time, its own unforced, perfect, unmeasured, right, right. I got you up at 1:03 a.m. again. We both know how the script begins. Your place on mine is some neutral location. This undefined vacation. We're building fires with borrowed wood. Calling it warm, calling it good. And I memorize the shape of your back in the dark, but forget how to spell your heart. We're not dating, we're just data points in motion. A temporary ocean with no shore inside. We're not lovers, we're just archived emotions, waiting for the weekend to give us a night. Oh, we're just a weekend. We used to be a situation shipwreck, lost at sea, all the maybes piling up like unread text. Living in the gray zone of what happens next. Yeah, we're a weekend. We used to be a modern tragedy in high fidelity. We've got the chemistry, but not the key. Just a situation shipwrecking me. You keep me in your close friend story, writing chapters without category. We skip the labels like they're calories, but count the seconds till you're next to me. Your toothbrush in my bathroom lies a diplomat without a country, and we call it freedom, this limbo space, while building walls around this place. We're not dating, we're just data points in motion. A temporary ocean with no shore inside. We're not lovers, we're just archived emotions, waiting for the weekend to give us a night. Oh, we're just a weekend. We used to be a situation shipwreck, lost at sea, all the maybes piling up like unread text. Living in the gray zone of what happens next. Yeah, we're a weekend. We used to be a modern tragedy in high fidelity. We got the chemistry, but not the key. Just a situation shipwrecking me. What are we? A playlist shared but never finished. Oh, we should talk, that's always diminished. What are we? A kiss that tastes like someday. A connection that can't bear the daylight. Situation shipwreck, always thinking of sailing. We used to be, is just failing on flying. The GPS of us just keeps recalculating. Oh, while our hearts are slowly defragmenting. You're typing, you're typing. Finish stop, finish stop. 3 dots, like every get the words, just like finish stop. Situationship wrecked. My phone is buzzing on the table, lighting up the room. Group chats blowing up with plans to chase the gloom. Where you at? Come through. It's gonna be a vibe, but I got a different kind of feeling. I subscribe. I look at the window, see the rain begin to fall. I look at my blanket and I don't miss them all. I type a little message, sorry not tonight, and suddenly my chest feels light. Yeah, it feels so light. I'm on airplane mode, flying on the ground, happy in the silence, loving not a sound. They call it missing out, but I call it checking into the peace and the quiet that is buried deep within. No VIP sections, no waiting in the line, just me and my music and a glass of cheap wine. I found the joy of missing out. Yeah, I found the key to being absolutely nowhere that I don't wanna be. I imagine the music way too loud to speak, shouting conversations that are shallow and weak, spilling drinks on shoes and pretending to be cool, following the rhythm of a social kind of rule. But here the lights are dim and the candles burning slow. I'm watching all the shadows as they softly come and go. No need to check the stories, no need to post the proof. I'm finding all the magic right beneath my own roof. I'm on airplane mode, flying on the ground, happy in the silence, loving not a sound. They call it missing out, but I call it checking into the peace and the quiet that is buried deep within. No VIP sections, no waiting in the line, just me and my music and a glass of cheap wine. I found the joy of missing out. Yeah, I found the key to being absolutely nowhere that I don't wanna be.
at my own speed, at my own steady pace. I don't need the validation, I don't need the crowd. The silence in my living room is beautifully loud. Disconnect, reach out. The world can wait, I'm doing great. Airplane, just bliss. Blue light glowing on the ceiling, just the only warmth I'm feeling. Type the message, still not deleted. Guess some things are best uncompleted. We talk about movies, we talk about dreams, but never about us or what this all means. You sent me a song to analyze the lyrics, looking for a silent ride, just being disturbed. We're caught in a grave, floating in the tree. Not quite a cover, but part of the scene. Too close to be friends, too scared to be more. Need more clothes on the chair, but my heart at the door. Yeah, we just fine, that's what you say. But why does it hurt when you look away? In this blurry light, nobody rings. Just like a divorce that never began. Coffee on Sundays, silence on Monday. Acting like strangers in the light of the day. But Friday night calls and I pick up the phone, cause it's better than sitting in the city alone. You like my stories, but you don't reply. Keeping me jaded just enough to get by. I'm out of romance, digital gold. Just wanting the spaces that we promote. Caught in a grave, floating in between. Now quite a curve, a part of the scene. Too close to be friends, too scared to be more. Than my clothes on a chair, but my heart at the door. Yeah, we're just fine, that's what you say. But why does it hurt when you look away? In this blurry light, nobody been. Just a cycle of almost that never begin. I wanna ask, are you mine? But I don't wanna cross the line. So we keep it cool, keep it low. Watch the feelings ebb and flow. No ripples, no pressure, just for wasted time. Ain't in a big show without a design. Ready at 2 a.m. Are you awake? Or is this just another mistake? Yeah, just another mistake. Yeah. Blurry lines, just vibing. Yeah. A generator on my rooftop, yeah. Sunday morning, raise the owner, play with God. No long clock was just to get up getting high. Cause still not a blankets in a sleepy guilty fight. And you call me back and almost 5 more minutes in the half fight. And outside, the city's washing clean in shades of gray. But in here, it's all the colors that our lazy hearts display. It's not a movie scene, no dramatic violin, just a syncopated beat of the reed against the tin. And the way you smile before you even open up your eyes, that's the supernova hidden in our castle skies. Oh, it's just an ordinary love, simple as a drip drop from above, filling up the fire with a sweet sustaining sound. Turning it on nothing in a holy girl. Yeah, this is just an ordinary love, filling up and drip drop till it's enough. Overflow to Monday to make a garment feel fine. In this ordinary love I found, we debate what's for dinner, laughing at the same old tropes. You read the news out loud, another way your words just chose. It's the luxury on the sofa, it's the sharing on the desert. It's the how was a day to never feel like work. It's the silence
that's not empty. It's the comfort in a mess. It's 1,000 tiny answers to a single question. There's only for bare seemings or a feature minded gold is ready in the steady rhythm is the only place I know where the future isn't Franklin. It's just more of this ready here one morning's book conversations more and wherever you are leave. Oh, it's just an ordinary love, simple as a drippy drop from above, filling up the gray with a sweet sustaining sound, turning it nothing then over the go. Yeah, is it just an ordinary love, filling up and drippy drop until it's enough to overflow the mundane, make the counter feel profound. In this ordinary land I am found like a stone rage on outside it. The world's dim but fast and loud. We got our own ecosystem in this cozy little block. Drip, I love that cousin shot. Drip, drop, just waste the worries out. Drip, drop, get I for it's all about. So let it fall. Drip, drop, so ordinary love we got. Just need to just make a beat strong and good. Just steady and true. Try, try, da-da-da-do, try, da-da-da-do, da-da-da-do. The screen is too bright for a room this dark. I'm looking for a flame or at least a spark. I see your avatar, that familiar face, still haunting the corners of my digital space. You haven't sent a message, haven't called my phone, but you're checking every story like you're not alone. I know you're sitting there, scrolling through the years, filtering the memories in the digital tears. Change my bio just to see if you notice, to see if I'm still the center of your focus. And sure enough, within the hour or two, there's a notification with a hint of you. Not a direct hit, just a lingering ghost. Checking out the details of my latest post. We're playing a game where nobody speaks, but we're tracking the movements and the habits for weeks. It's a profile view, a silent obsession, searching for a sign or a hidden confession. You're lurking in the shadows of the blue light glow, watching where I'm going, where I used to go. No like, no heart, just a digital stare, acting like you're gone, but you're always there. Yeah, you're midnight lurking, trapped in the feed, taking all the parts of me you still think you need. Do you look at the text? Do you look at the time? Searching for a reason or a rhythm or rhyme. Maybe you're wondering who's taking the shot, looking for a person that I'm clearly not. It's a modern day haunting, a ghost in the palm, breaking the silence and breaking the calm. You're a spectator now, just a name on a list, trying to find the magic in the things that you missed. It's a profile view, a silent obsession, searching for a sign or a hidden confession. You're looking in the shadows of the blue light glow, watching where I'm going, where I used to go. No like, no heart, just a digital stare, acting like you're gone, but you're always there. Yeah, you're midnight lurking, trapped in the feed, taking all the parts of me you still think you need. I see your handle, I know your game, checking for the damage, checking for the blame. One swipe up and I see your ghost, first on the list of the people I know the most. Go to sleep, put the phone kid. Profile view. When I text good morning, you're already closing the day. A 7-hour echo gets lost along the way. I send a sunset picture, you reply with breakfast light. Our conversation stumbling through perpetual night. We try to share a playlist, a real-time life a call, but the lag kept growing taller than any emotional wall. You would say I miss you as I'm typing, are you there? Two monologues in parallel, floating in separate. It's not the miles on the map, it's the seconds on the clock. The constant tiny friction and intangible shock. We're living in the same world, but not the same now. And I'm learning painfully the why and the how we're painfully out of sync. The time zone love that can't align. My I love you reaches you as a memory, not a sign. Your good night, sweet dreams finds me in the midday sun. A beautiful reminder that our moment is undone. Our hearts beat to a different pace, never sharing the same minute in the same emotional space. This time zone love is torture, sweet and slow and blind. Always reaching for a present we can never seem to find. I'd save up all my stories, wait for your line to gleam. But by the time you answered, they lost their urgent steam. We'd schedule love in calendar slots, date nights via screen. But the magic needs spontaneity, not a pre-plotted scene. The future we were planning felt solid, felt so true, but it was built on laters that neither of us knew. Was stretching to a distance, no Wi-Fi signal span. Just two lonely satellites orbiting an empty land. Maybe some love's a seasonal, meant for a specific place and hour. Not meant to stretch across the globe and try to bend time's power. We fought the chrono tide with all our modern tech and will. But time, it seemed, was the one thing love could never build or kill. We're painfully out of sync, a time zone love that can't align. My I love you reaches you as a memory, not a sign. Your good night, sweet dreams finds me in the midday sun. A beautiful reminder that our moment is undone. Yeah, out of sync, our hearts beat to a different pace, never sharing the same minute in the same emotional space. This time zone love is torture, sweet and slow and blind. Always reaching for a present we can never seem to find. Always waiting, always slightly behind. Out of sync with the rhythm of heart and mind. Was it real if it never truly existed in a shared now? Or just a beautiful echo, a delayed and broken vow? The world got smaller, they said, with every connection made, but it's stretched time so thin our togetherness began to fade. Call dry, signal lost, out of sync with Everyone's chasing the neon lights, looking for magic in the city nights. I see the stories, I see the parade of people pretending they're not afraid of being alone with their own damn thoughts. thoughts connecting the dots, tying the knots. But I'm in the kitchen making some tea, wearing the softest cotton on me. I've got the moon on the sign on my door. I ain't responding to the world anymore. Do not disturb, yeah, I'm in the zone. Building a castle right here in my home. They say I'm missing the heat and the fun, but I'm just enjoying the race that I won. By standing still, by slowing the pace, finding the joy in my own private space. No expensive Uber, no waiting in line, no pretending that the music is fine. I'm the DJ, I'm the crowd, I'm the bar. I don't need to travel to go very far. I'm recharging the soul, I'm healing the mind, leaving the noise and the static behind. It's a deliberate choice, a conscious retreat, making the silence sound incredibly sweet. I got the moon on the sign on my door. I ain't responding to the world anymore. Do not disturb, yeah, I'm in the zone. Building a castle right here in my home. They say I'm missing the heat and the fun, but I'm just enjoying the race that I won. By standing still, by slowing the pace, finding the joy in my own private space. FOMO is a liar, it tells you you're less if you're not in the middle of the social mess. But JOMO is the truth, it tells you you're whole when you're listening to the rhythm of your own soul. Lights down, volume up, just me and my cup. Do not disturb, I'm good.
We woke and knew without a word the outside world would go unheard. No plans, no list, no frantic call, just sunlight painting on the wall. A slow and ordinary art to mend the overbusy heart. You made the coffee extra slow, I let the morning softly grow around us like a tender vine. No need to parse or to define this gift we gave ourselves unnamed. A quiet space we calmly claimed. Our unofficial holiday, a gentle, unmarked, stolen day where time forgets its rigid beat and leaves us in this soft retreat. We didn't travel, didn't spend, just learned again how to befriend the silence and the simple sight of being here in shared soft light. Our day of almost nothing holds more than the frantic world unfolds in weeks of scheduled sharp delight. This is getting it right. We read a little, talked a lot, or simply let the kettle's thought of steam become our conversation. A peaceful, mild exploration of what it means to simply be an untracked wild liberty. They'll never stamp this on a card or guard it in a calendar yard, but in the quiet of our room we let the gentle hours bloom into a memory we'll keep, not loud or bold or buried deep, but like a well-worn favorite chair that says I'm here and you are there, and that is all that we require to gently stoke our inner fire. Unofficial holiday, our day of almost nothing. hiding case still holds the press of how we slept in restfulness. Your curve on left, my slope on right. A gentle landscape in the night that tells come morning light. Soft stream, the tale of one pillow, two dreams. We never planned the den we'd make, the shared impression we both take from hours spent so close and deep while the world was lost to sleep. It formed on its own, soft and true, a valley molded just by you and me, and all the weight we bring to this most ordinary thing. One pillow, two dreams lying still beneath the windowsill that watches over all our nights and all our quiet shared delights of simply breathing, simply near, with nothing left for us to fear in darkness or in coming day. It's in the imprint that we lay upon the fabric, quite in plain, the gentle, nightly, soft terrain of love that doesn't need to speak to prove the promise that we keep. Two dreams and the press of shared and tender reading. Some mornings when I make the bed, I lightly touch that bin and spread my palm across the shallow deep, a memory I mean to keep before the fluff and has a trace of how we share this resting place. The world outside demands, it seems, it's separate lives, it's private themes, but here in Lynn, quiet weave, we find a truth we can't believe is ours, the right to leave a mark together in the soft and dark. One pillow buried, two heads grazed, two dreams meeting in one space. Without a word, without a sound, on this small sacred common ground where even sleep becomes a way to say I'm here to stay, and prove it with the way we lay upon the coming of the day. One pillow, two dreams, shedding it, softly sink into the fabric of our nights. One pillow, two dreams, and all the quiet gentle seams that hold us, that mold us into one, even in sleep, done.
Yeah, the fridge door opens, spills a glow across the linoleum below. I find you there, a silhouette with sleep and hunger softly met. You hold an apple, shine it bright against the fabric of the night. You don't ask, just take the knife and slice it through the quiet life of this dark kitchen, through the core, and offer me a piece, no more, no less than half, on your bare palm, a gentle, sweet, and silent song. Our midnight snack is not about the hunger or the fading doubt. It's in the sharing of the sound of Christmas on this hollow ground of floorboards cold beneath our feet, where loneliness and fullness meet and settle into something true. Divided sweet between us two, a shared apple in the dark leaves a brighter, quieter mark than any feast and glaring light could on this ordinary night. We stand and chew, not saying much, the moon our only needed crutch to lean against the window frame and bless the simple tender game of needing nothing but the near of someone knowing why you're here. Some nights it's cheese and bread, a pair, but always, always is the share. The breaking of the one and two, the here I save this half for you. That turns a craving to a ride, a punctuation in the night that says we're both awake, we're here, and draws the lines of home more clear than daylight ever could define. With all its straight and measured line, this crooked, sleepy, sweet repair, made from an apple split with care. Midnight snack, shared apple, quiet chapel, blood and grace in this familiar space. Midnight snack, core in the sink, more to think than to say. At the end of the day, just the sharing, the caring, the sweet, crisp sound of common ground. Found in the dark with the shared apples.
We used to fight until the neighbors called the cops. We used to scream until the elevator stops. Passionate and crazy, yeah, we felt it all. Now we're just two shadows on a quiet wall. I dropped a glass today and you didn't even blink. You just kept on washing dishes at the sink. It's okay, you said with a voice so flat. And I realized that we're never coming back from that. And now we ask that we're never coming back from that. Sign of truths that nobody wrote down, the quietest couple in this noisy town. We don't have war, but we don't have peace. Just waiting for the ending of the lease. It's not a victory, it's a defeat. To be so polite from the head to the feet. I miss the fire, I miss the pain. I'll take the storm over this gentle rain. You ask me if I'm happy, I say I'm fine. Drawing a very careful neutral line. We're walking on eggshells that turned into dust. Running out of love and running out of lust. It's safer this way, to keep it all inside. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Just sitting in the static of a broken show, watching the credits roll way too slow. We signed a truce that nobody wrote down, the quietest couple in this noisy town. We don't have war, but we don't have peace. Just waiting for the ending of the lease. It's not a victory, it's a defeat. To be so polite from the head to the feet. I miss the fire, I miss the pain. I'll take the storm over this gentle rain. just static.
Through the wall a faint refrain, a melody of gentle rain, of keys pressed down in some far room that finds its way through plastic gloom into our evening, soft and deep, where we are settling to sleep. Yeah, we never see the hands that play, we only hear the notes that stray across the space between our lives, and all the quiet it derives from someone else's practiced art that somehow mends our own one heart. Distant piano, neighbor's song carries all the evening long, a secret shared through brick and wood that's always somehow understood, not in its notes but in its sound, that on this hallowed common ground we're not alone in seeking peace, in melodies that never cease to weave a thread through silent air and show us someone else is there. Living their own quiet strife, making their own kind of life, with distant piano soft and low, reminding us how feelings flow beyond our own four walls and blend into a sound that has no end. Sometimes it stumbles, starts anew, a scale practice, the phrase askew, and that humble human try, we hear our own self standing by, only to live, to love, to be, in gentle flood sincerity. We'll never knock upon their door or ask what they are playing for. It's better as a mystery, a soft and distant symphony that needs no program, needs no name, just touches us the very same as moonlight touches sleeping streets of grace that every soul meets in their own time, their own way, through someone else's distant play. Distant piano, neighbor's gift that gives our weary hearts a lift, not by design but by the chance of living close enough to dance to someone else's private song and know we all belong to the same human fragile heart that mends the most divided heart. Distant piano, neighbors unknown song, all evening long, a gentle thread through walls we've never said a word across. Distant piano, a quiet shared and tender gloss on living, on giving space and grace to a stranger's unseen face. And song, ooh.